So please welcome Simon Mifsud on stage with a round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Simon Mifsud, and I am a co-founder and CEO of Garland Surgical. We're a spin-out from the University of Malta, and we're developing a pioneering hip replacement suitable for all patients, no matter what their age, gender, body type, or ethnicity. And I'm raising money for our seed round to help us finish our product development and take us on to the next stage of our business. The first thing I'd like to do is introduce you to the team. I myself have over 30 years' experience in orthopedic medical devices, and I've worked for SME and corporations in international and national roles, and I've started and exited my own orthopedic medical device business in the past. The rest of the team have over 5 decades of experience in this industry, and they bring to our team passion, dedication, skill set, and pure determination, which is what is required to take our device from a proof of concept to a commercial reality. We're supported also by a really experienced advisory board, and including the original inventors. So, the problem that we're actually dealing with is hip arthritis, and it's a condition that affects 600 million people worldwide, and it's growing, and it's down to aging populations, but also the increased level of obesity that we've seen increasing over the years globally, the last 2 decades or so. And the challenge that healthcare providers have is that the existing crop of hip replacements, whilst they're considered successful, they have a limited lifespan, and that can be anywhere between 10 and 25 years. They're also prone to dislocation, and that happens usually within the first 12 months of operation. So this means there's a large cohort of patients that are really underserved, and those are the younger active patients under 60. And the care of those patients, managing through their disease until they're old enough to outlive their implant, is very costly and has significant impacts to healthcare providers. So our solution actually takes its inspiration from the human ankle. And the human ankle is far less susceptible to arthritis than the hip. And the reason is it's a cylindrical joint, not a ball and socket joint. And from an engineering perspective, cylinders disperse load and reduce contact stresses far better than a spherical bearing. The inventors were able to take everything that was efficient and effective in an ankle joint and reproduce it in a hip joint. It's using cylindrical bearings, it's interlocking, giving a mechanical stability to reduce dislocation, and it is now giving a longer lifespan. And the independent testing that we did shows a possibility for 50 years lifespan compared to the 25 years that's currently available. So this means to patients, they can now have their surgery when they need it. They don't have to wait. They can have confidence in their implant, so it means that they can get back to their normal activities, whether it's playing with their kids, doing some sort of sport, or just tying a shoelace. They can do it without fear of dislocation, and they can have it when they want it. And all of this leads and pushes towards a more efficient healthcare system for the authorities. The market we're playing in is really valuable. A lot of surgeries. We're going to focus initially on the American market because it's the largest global market in the world. And we believe that by 2031, we could see our device implanted into 14,000 patients worldwide, within the US, from this younger patient population group, with the traditional patients coming on stream as the surgeons develop the confidence in the device. So the way we're going to do this is by developing partnerships with other orthopedic businesses, larger orthopedic businesses, with an existing sales channel through a licensing agreement We will maintain responsibility for the design, the manufacturing, and the regulatory approvals, and we'll access and use the existing sales channels to get to the end user, get some revenue, and most importantly, get clinical data, which will help us access other geographies. From a financial perspective, we're in a pre-revenue phase at the moment, and we rely very heavily on grants and our equity raises. But once we get into a revenue position, we can be very profitable, and as new territories come online, they're all accretive to our business and make us an incredibly profitable organisation and an attractive acquisition target. I wanted just to focus a little bit of time on the achievements that we've made since we were incorporated in early 2022. So far, we've raised £1.2 million in funding through a series of grants that we were successful with and through a small equity raise in 2023. We have patents granted in the UK, EU, and just this year, the US patent came through, and we've identified additional IP which we're applying for protection on. We've taken the device from a proof of concept to a device that has recently been implanted into cadaveric specimens at the West Midlands Surgical Training Centre in Warwick just last month. And that was done by the two surgeons that you see there. And we've established really excellent, strong relationships with key opinion leaders, some of the largest orthopaedic manufacturers who are contract manufacturing for large strategics. They're making our prototypes for us. And we've got an excellent relationship with academia. We've also been fortunate enough to be accepted onto a couple of accelerator programs. This is obviously one of them. And I'd just like to acknowledge publicly a thank you. For me, it was a great opportunity to rubber stamp our company and to make sure that we were fit for purpose and investable. And I think we are. And on that topic, the big ask. So we're raising £3.5 million to finish our product development. We've got 2.1 million of that committed already. And I'm here today speaking to you to see if there's anybody interested in discussing an investment opportunity with us. The money that we raise will help us to hire the staff we need to finish our product development, to start the process for our regulatory journey, which we've mapped out, and to gain the quality management system certification that we require. It's an EIS assured investment, and it has the opportunity for a high level of return. So, in summary, I hope that you've enjoyed learning a little bit about our hip replacement, the Malta hip. The whole team are here today. We will be on our stand a bit later on. We'd love to speak to you, whether you're interested in investing or not. We like to spread the message. We have implants and prototypes on the stand, and we'd welcome a discussion. Thank you very much for your time.